Hey everybody, how's it going? My name's Joe. Welcome back to our 75th, I believe this is our 75th recap episode. Today we're going quickly over Super Metroid, Bebes Kids, Megaman Soccer, Wizardy V, and Wheel of Fortune Deluxe. I bet you can pick the losers. First up, Super Metroid. What is there to say about Super Metroid? It looks good. The graphics are a little dark and dingy for my taste at this point. But at the time, I can appreciate that they were quite good. I think, pardon me, I think I've probably seen better by this stage on the SNES, but it looks fine. I think that Super Metroid's real winning area is actually sound and music. The game has good sound effects, and the music is very. God, I can't even think of the word I want to use, but it's very good music. It really sucks you into it, sets a mood. The game is difficult. It is kind of just blind running. I mean, if you've never played it, and it's got that Metroid thing, it's like you are going to get stuck at some point, and it's just a matter of figuring out the one path that you need to get to. And I've never beat Super Metroid. My problem is I never played through it until after I played Zero Mission and Fusion on the Game Boy Advance, and then going back is real hard because Super Metroid's kind of clunky. It controls kind of clunky comparatively speaking, so it did get a thumbs up. If you're a Metroid fan, it's still worth going back and playing, but just keep that in mind. Next up, Bebes Kids, based off the adult comedy in 1993-ish. This game looks like hot garbage, and it is hot garbage. It is a platformer. It looks awful. The music is okay for about 10 seconds, because that's about how long the loop for each level is. So that gets real repetitive real fast. And the control is absolute dog. Like, the movement is awful. The attacks are awful. It's a beat 'em up style. It's just, I think I call it a platform. It's beat 'em up, really. It's like you have to hit dudes like a million times before they die, and your attacks are just weak, and it goes through this slow ass animation. We beat this game. I don't recommend anyone else ever beat this game. It is not worth your time and effort. Thumbs down. Next up, Mega Man Soccer. So this is soccer using some Mega Man characters. The graphics are okay. Being from Capcom, I think they probably could have done a little bit better job on the sprites, but they do look like the characters from Mega Man. You can tell who they are if you're familiar with them. The colors are okay. When you get to pick like 3 characters for your team, and so you just get multiples of that character, which is a little strange. Like there you can see the layouts, Mega Man's, and looks like there's a Airman, Gemini Man maybe. So that's kind of cool. And they all have different stats and things. And everybody gets like 1 or 2 super kicks, which are, you can block them, but they're very unlikely to be blocked. So it's kind of like the special kicks from Mario Strikers. Obviously, maybe Mario Strikers pulled that from Mega Man Soccer. I don't know. But is it a great game? No. Is it worth going and getting? Maybe if you're a Mega Man fan. It was fun to play with Joey. I don't know that I would want to play against the computer in this game. Like, and that's the way I feel about a lot of sports games. Like, once you get a second player sitting next to you and playing it, most sports games can be vaguely entertaining. But we did give it a thumbs down. Like, it's just not really worth it unless you're a Mega Man fan and you're just trying to have everything Mega Man. But if you do run across it and it's dirtbag cheap, then sure, if you got a buddy that's willing to sit down and play with you, you probably have an okay night. Thumbs down though. Wizardy V, Heart of the Maelstrom. This is D&D. D&D, AD&D probably. The original DOS game was released in like 1987 or something. I think I looked it up. So take that for what it is. It is rough. I mean, unshockingly, the graphics are not amazing. They're taken from a DOS game, 6 or 7 years old at that stage. I understand the controls for it. It controlled okay. The music was okay. It's just, it takes forever. Like, you only have so many spell slots. And the only way to heal is, in early game, is with your cleric. But if your cleric uses 2 spell slots, then you have to get back out of the dungeon. And you have to go to town. And you have to, rest at the end to get your spell slots back. Which is what I think I'm doing right here, is I'm freaking healing my party. And it's just tedious. And it's a giant grid board dungeon, so you have to make a map. And I looked up a map, and these dungeons are not small. And that is random encounters. So if you're hurting and you're like, I have to get out of here to go get spell slots to heal my people, or what have you, you're probably going to run into some stuff on your way. And it's not going to end well for you. It's just not worth playing this game anymore. I would play a Final Fantasy game over this without question. I hate JRPGs. It's just not worth it. Thumbs down, Wizardy V. Sorry, Wizardy, you're a long-loved series, but not with me. Final up, Wheel of Fortune Deluxe Edition. This is Wheel of Fortune. It looks vaguely better, like a very slightly better than the original Wheel of Fortune game that Joey and I played maybe a year ago. The graphics are slightly improved. The sound was okay. There's no music. But you do get, the tick-tick-tick of the wheel and the beep, 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 but she, turns the TVs on. That's basically it. I think you get a little audience applause, too. Gameplay's okay. To enter your answer, oh, shoot, pardon me. Couldn't control that one. To enter your answer, you have to scroll across the alphabet on the bottom of the screen. But you can't wrap around, so you have to scroll back and forth, and you have a timer on your answer. And it's just, I've never been a fan of Wheel of Fortune, and unsurprisingly, I'm still not a fan. This is a good episode, though, if you want to watch a funny episode. My wife was with me on this one. And afterward, we played Shantae on the Wii U, and there was some fun made of the fact that Shantae is basically like a stripper. So, it's a good time. Wheel of Fortune Deluxe is another thumbs down. Game shows do not make great video games. They just don't. So, I don't know that we're ever going to hit one that actually gets a thumbs up. I kind of doubt it. But there you go. You got 4 thumbs down and 1 thumbs up. Thank God Super Metroid pulling the set out of the garbage can, although not by much. And unfortunately, I have a number of sets coming up. I think the game set number 76, those 5 games, I think half of those are freaking sports titles. And then I think at least one more of the next couple is the same way. It's just like sports title, sports title, sports title. And then there's one game that might be good, and that's just more sports titles and stuff. And just bad games all around coming up, unfortunately. So 93 was not a great year for the SNES, I don't think. Or 94. We're in 94 at this point, sorry. That's it. Thanks a lot, everybody, for checking out Recap 75. And look forward to 76, I guess. We'll see y'all later.